Welcome to Turftalk, where we cover the high school football underdogs. Get ready for some exciting stories.
Turf Talk. Hey, I would say one-on-one. It ain't supposed to be one-on-one. We're supposed to be continuing to stay to LA high school football. We already did part one, part two. We sent out invites to everybody, but my main man, he showed up. The man that got to say what he got to say. Uh, Coach Thomas, I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell them what school you from. Any accolades, and we here for it, Coach.
Oh man, my name is Devan Thomas, head football coach at St. Pius X St. Mathias Academy, better known as PMA. This is going on year number 6 as me being the head coach. I've been to 3 CIF championships in 5 years as a young head coach. My first stint as a head coach ever.
Mhm.
I've been to a regional game and won, and I've been to a state championship. The first one ever in school history, winning the championship and going to state, the first one in school history. I think the first one in the city of Downey too to go to a state championship in football. So it's been, just knocking out a lot of records and keep grinding at the same time. So I'm blessed.
And Coach, I remember talking to you the last time. You have some history at Salesian too. Go ahead and talk about that a little bit, please.
Yeah, I was at Vernon Day for 1 year,
Okay.
and we kind of got let go. Then I kind of migrated to Salesian High School. I was there about 2, 3 years, and Coach Atkins came after me, and the rest was history, man. I brought a lot of guys down there. You know what I'm saying? We changed the whole narrative of that program, made that program kind of like put it on the national stage, start getting guys going to college every year, about 5 to 7 guys going D1 every year. I'm like one of the first coaches started the showcase thing too. Like it started out as a lunchtime thing. Then I took mine to a 6 in the morning thing. I had kids from all over. I just was inviting the coaches to my campus, and I had kids all over. I got buddies that coach everywhere in the city. We just trying to get them look after look, and had them compete against each other. And I think other high schools started taking that formula and doing it in the afternoon. And that's how the showcases kind of came about. So I'm like one of the first ones out here that started that college showcase thing with all the coaches watching the guys work out and put in
Definitely,
one setting in the spring.
definitely. Because if somebody, what's your Instagram? Because they have to follow you in order to see you with all the coaches that stop by. It seemed
Yeah.
like every coach from every college, if he in the area, he gonna stop by to see
Oh
you.
yeah, like for sure. A team underscore scholarships. That's my handle, you know what I'm saying, on my Instagram. But yeah, man, it's just been a blessing to like, change the narrative for people, families, and help them out and do it, you know what I'm saying, from a genuine place in my heart. And it's been a blessing to see these families just, you know what I'm saying, the narrative's changed for them. So it's been great.
No, definitely, and that's something we got a chance to learn about you. And much love to Coach Atkins. I know he running behind
Yeah.
head coach at Salesian. That we
Mhm.
decided we was gonna do this all and we're gonna run it through the summer. So hey, for everybody who wants to join the high school, LA football update with the coaches, hey, tap in.
Yeah.
We not turning down nobody. So hey, this is the only coach who joined in tonight. So the last time we talked about the 7-on-7s. And it was a couple other things. We talked about the love for the game and things that have changed from the past to current. I want to
Uh-huh.
I want to rewind back because we just had that show maybe about a month ago. And
Yeah.
that was before 7 on. Now we didn't have 7 on, and it been fights and all kind of stuff all through.
Yeah.
It's like what can we do to correct this 7 on situation? Is it waivers? Is it I don't want to say waivers. Is it like put parents in the stands, only have it at a high school, or are we going to have something else going on to where what's some ideas from you because you're right there on the front lines that we could do to slow down some of this unnecessary roughness with 7 on?
Yeah. I mean, I think it starts with probably putting people in the stands. The less people on the field, the better.
Okay,
I mean, but it started at the top with us coaches. Like we got to show them kids that we got unity and all the act, and they'll kind of feed off us. You know what I'm saying? When you kind of provoke the ignorance, they kind of feed off that. Like oh,
okay,
coach on one, so we on one. He tripping, we tripping. So when you gotta know when to turn it on and off. A little like a little yelling or a little clapping and all that. That's cool. But when you start punting the ball or throwing the ball at guys and putting your hands on them, touching their head and all that. Like that's going too
yeah,
far if you ask me. But That's just my opinion on it. But I mean, man, the circuit not the same. I mean, I just went to a Nike camp and it probably was about 12 kids was sitting out like as if they was pros. You know what I'm saying, at the Pro Bowl, like in regular practice. And so I'm just like, man, it's different. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
guys I got in the NFL, all them cats had went to those camps and competed. So
yeah,
so that was new to me. So I'm just like, hey man, if they well we allow shall continue, if that makes sense. So
yeah. That's
like
what it
like
seems.
like, like who am I? I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. A whole bunch of, as we used to call it, and in my age ourselves, but prima donnas.
Yeah,
Seeing,
so
we seeing a lot of prima donnas. Coach Atkins, you just tapped in. You good? Coach Atkins, head coach Salesian, has entered the chat. He might be doing something behind stage. Um, yeah, so that's something that it just kind of bothers some because I'm seeing like it seems like it's kind of escalating to where like the police is breaking up like small riots, and I seen there was a couple camps that got canceled. I can't even believe we're here as far as with the 7 on. Um, Coach, talk a little bit about what some things going on with your program and what you guys are working on. Have you guys started the off-season training and what are you guys doing right now?
like a lot of the guys are on track, man. Our track coach does a very good job, and we
Okay.
also have a helper and a guy named Coach Biggs is kind of legend. He like trained some of the best with Dory Jackson and Roderick, like like Pleasant and those guys.
Yeah, Roger
So
Pleasant.
Lyman and everybody is getting work with him right now. So I kind of got them in the hands of Biggs, and we kind of feed off what the track team do. And then from there, in about 2 weeks, we'll start getting after it with some on the field things and stuff like that. Kind of right before spring ball, to get their feet wet, get them back acclimated with football. Because we've been playing kind of long schedule the last like 2, 3 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 4 years, we've been playing kind of all the way through like December. So it's always been long seasons for us. So I try to let them get their
Okay.
real rest. You know what I'm saying? And we got some
There
guys in
we go.
707. Yeah, we got
There we
some
go.
guys in 707 and things like that. But we try to
Yeah.
we try to let them rest a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a head coach Atkins. I'm gonna get over to you. So Coach Thomas, you believe in giving them a little bit of a break in the beginning because you plan on
Yeah,
having a long season, correct?
yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's kind of that back end. You know what I'm saying. You want to be kind of healthy and ready for that.
Okay, I want to tap in with Coach Atkins. Coach Atkins is somebody that we tapped in with that we got the idea to start this state of LA high school football. We're gonna be trying to do this throughout the summer. Hey, we sent the messages out to a lot of high schools, so I credit these two for showing up tonight. Even though I know high school football is kind of starting and schedules are a little bit up up in the air. But Coach Atkins, go ahead and introduce yourself and go ahead and talk that talk and let us know any accolades that you have.
Anthony Atkins, I'm the head football coach at Salesian High School. This will be my seventh season, starting off at Salesian High School as the head football coach. But I was there from 2012 to 2016. Myself and Coach Thomas coached together. I was the defensive coordinator. And I got the privilege to go back and be the head football coach there. It's been a really, really good run for us since I've been at the helm of things. Definitely not where we were my first tenure there, but I think that we're knocking with the talent. We're knocking with some of the with the community, and we're doing really good things around the program. Since I've been there, I think. Been to one CIF championship that we lost in, two semifinals, playoff appearance every single year. So it's been a good thing. We're knocking at the door every year. I can truly say that we're competing for a championship. And I think that's as a head football coach, you want to be there with your football program. So excited about it.
Definitely. I want to catch you up to where we're at. So the last time when we talked, we had a chance to talk a little bit about 7 on. That was actually before 7 on started, and we talked a little bit about dealing with player, the way we talk and deal with players from the past to current players. Me and Coach Thomas talked. We got a little bit into it, like kids becoming a little prima donnas because they sitting out at the Nike opening and all this. But I want to get your opinion. So we previously the last show we talked about 7 on, and then since then we didn't seen all these 7 ons have these small little riots on the field or brawls with the sheriff and the police, and a lot of them getting shut down to for whatever reason. what can we do to what's some of your opinion what we can do to slow some of this down? Coach Thomas came up with an idea, not an idea, something we kind of know, but he kind of mentioned, hey, have the parents sit in the stands, get more less people on the field. What's some things that you would do if you were changing the 7 on, Coach?
I think that it always starts with the head of things.
Okay.
I don't do 7-on-7 as much as I used to do in the past when I was young to this thing. I know Coach D don't do it that much. I believe that the same the same way that you get screened and the same process you have to go to coach high school and youth sports, it should be the exact same thing for 7-on-7 coaches. At the end of the day, the coaches should be screened. They should have the credentials to do so, to be around kids. And that's where it starts, because anybody can get a 7-on-7 program, and all they got to do is pay. I had some kids. This is a true story.
Hmm.
I had a couple of kids that were going to piece up and create a 7-on-7 team, right?
Yeah.
And they money was good, right? So the people that was running the 7-on-7, they not caring as long as they get payment. You know what I mean? And the kids will go and compete in the 7-on-7 tournament. So who's monitoring that? Like who's monitoring who does the 7-on-7? Who monitoring who's putting on the 7-on-7? I remember when we first started, man. Barron, who runs Pylon, he was great at what he did. You know what I mean? And OGs like that, they're out of the game now. And now I can't even tell you who runs some of these 7-on-7s now, and I'm
Yeah.
so out of the loop with that. All the only thing that I see is the different brawls, the different fights, and things of that nature. It shouldn't be like that at youth sports.
Mm. Hey, so what I'm kind of getting out of it, just assuming from the outsider, not saying it's coming from Coach D or Coach Atkins, it's just a money grab. So basically, us three can put some money together and throw on some, and then and they're gonna a 7 on, and everybody gonna show up pretty much.
Turf talk, air it out.
Okay, hey, there you go. Hey,
Turf
we
talk,
gonna
air it
talk.
out.
Hey, hey,
All we need is a venue. You know what I'm saying? Coach D got the mouthpiece,
oh yeah,
and that's what's gonna happen. Like you, but you know what I mean? It's that's
okay,
Ask yourself this: like, what are we getting from these tournaments now? Right? Are kids
yeah,
really getting coached up? Are the writers at these tournaments like they used to be back in the days?
hmm,
We know college coaches can't go there anymore. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So what are we doing? Because if we're trying to get what my guys are doing now, they running track, getting stronger, and they getting developed.
okay,
Like now some of these stuff like the bigger 7-on-7s that's still going on, the
yeah, yeah,
battle I understand that, but the backyard boogies,
no.
nah.
They call and you hit it right on the dot because it's called some of them call it the backyard boogie.
Hmm.
It's some of them call it the backyard boogie. Hey, if you're just tuning in, it's Turf Talk. We're doing our round LA high school coaches. I told you we're gonna be trying to do this every other month or something, as long as we can grab these coaches. Like I said, the invitation was sent out to plenty of LA coaches. We know schedules are at a conflict, but hey, this is what we're doing for LA coaches. I want to get into the next question. Um, as far as the state of LA high school football. And I think that's valid because it seemed like these kids are trying to go to all the big schools. Like if all the talent just stayed where they lived at, then all the LA schools would be more competitive. As I mean, they already are competitive, but why is all these like kids going to all these big schools? I just want to talk a little bit, and you guys are more than welcome to say whatever you want or talk about whatever you want. The state of LA high school football, Coach D.
Uh, I think, I mean, I wouldn't say the big schools, but I mean, like, you just got to know who's developing your child or who really care about them. I mean, and some of these the local schools is more of a check for some people more than like forget the check. I got to make sure this baby go to school or get to college or he right there got the potential. What's the extra mile I have to do to get him there? Those are the kind of coaches that me and Coach Atkins are. We're willing to go the distance for these kids to get them something better because we know like it's either now or never. Like it's hard to get a scholarship now, way harder than it was five
Mhm.
years ago. Like I can get you a scholarship off making a coach think Tampico was orange juice. You know what I'm saying? Like now You better look the part. You better be about 6'4". You better bench press about 375. You better be nimble. You better be able to run. You better have some plays, explosive plays in the backfield, or you better have some explosive blocks up the field. You got to look crazy because they'd rather take a 24-year-old that's average that they don't got to teach how to be a man and how to get up, how to be responsible, or you got 5 a.m. math drills because you missed. When they could just find him and take his money or give him less money because he know I don't want to lose this money, so man, I'm gonna be on time and be good. They rather take an average 22-year-old than take an elite 18-year-old. So the game has changed so much,
Mhm.
in terms of that aspect. But I mean, us personally, I wouldn't call them the big schools. I think my school a big school. I mean,
Okay.
we signed just as many people as some of those so-called big schools,
Hmm.
and we had guys go to bigger colleges than some of these big schools. So that's not a problem with me. It's more like if the man that you playing for, does he really care outside of just wins and losses and X's and O's in football?
Okay.
And I feel me and Coach Atkins care outside of just, oh, we won a championship or we made it to the semis. Like when the season over with, all right, let's get these babies out of here. So our job we never sleep. It never stop. It's always making phone calls, rubbing elbows, connections. Hey man, you got the number to this coach at Montana. Hey man, you got the number to
Okay.
the coach at Boise. You got the number to the coach at New Mexico. They came by my school. They looking for a linebacker. I know you got one at your school. You go to the number, call them. So that's how we kind of work hand in hand. Everybody not genuine like us, and I get it. That's on them, but we not gonna stop our blessing. 'Cause we great dudes. You know what I'm saying? If that makes
Yeah.
sense, you feel me?
So I got you. So
That's my
ba-
take on it.
no, no, I got you. So basically, like what we're saying is some of these kids are leaving because the love and the genuineness is not there for people to sit like you guys, like you and Coach Atkins probably sit in the office an hour or two after and actually get on the phone with coaches and try to make some stuff
Oh
happen.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
they
Text
so
message 3, 4 in the morning.
yeah.
And no, I get out. I be up at 4 in the morning.
So the
Texting
kid,
coaches at Syracuse going to work. Oklahoma, it's 2 hours ahead and stuff like that.
yeah.
Like
So
I really
basically,
never sleep, man. I sleep in spurts, bro. Like
I
I'm
got
always
you.
up either watching film for about an hour or like
Coach Atkins, I got the same question for you, but I want to go into a little bit more detail. So what I think I'm trying to say is, so without if the kids aren't getting the same love that like I'm not saying some coaches are, some coaches not. We obviously know that that's just a genuine fact. If they're not getting the same love and the same interest that you guys are getting on the phone or just spending time with them, that's why some of them go to these schools because a lot of kids are going to other schools that's not in their districts. So I was trying to see why in LA, why is that?
You got to remember, man. Today's age in football is everything is transactional.
Hmm.
It's a transaction. You know what I mean? It's not a it's not a transition. If
Yeah,
that makes sense. You feel
yeah,
me? Like everything is it's hand over hand. Somebody expects something. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So when you're in a relationship, because that's what this is, when you coaching people and they're looking for a transaction to happen. You know what I mean? And now money is involved. You feel me? Let's just keep it real. And kids and parents, they
Hmm.
want to go to where they feel the stage. This is what I hear a lot. I hear
Yeah,
uh, the stage ain't big enough, or
yeah, yeah.
I want to go to a bigger stage. Well, I know for a fact that Salesian football was Division 13, and off that team, off that team, 6 guys went to the NFL off of a Division 13 team. So don't give me that bigger stage part.
I like that,
Coaches,
coach. I
yeah.
like that.
No, I
coaches,
mean, and don't mean to cut them off, but a lot of them guys on that big stage is sorry.
Yes.
I want to use that word. They
yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, I can vouch for that. They sorry. Yeah,
so
they
so
robots. They
when
never
when
roar their engine. They robots.
so
Hmm.
when they
Yeah,
looking for
they be sorry.
you to get something, they not looking at the fact that if you doing what you need to be done, they go come and get you, right? All
Yeah.
right, and it, to me, you know what I'm saying, to just see, but we saw it happening in the early 2000s, And I think the first time when we saw guys like the legendary coach that was at Dorsey, Coach Paul Knotts, when
Yeah.
he transitioned out of there and they got him out of there, and then you see guys like Coach Garrett, how Crenshaw, and how those powerhouses in the LA City section start falling off, and they started to get to like 20 players. You feel me? And some of they were struggling for programs to have teams, and you start seeing those guys really who's been forefathers of high school football in California, right?
Mhm.
And they're not transactional. They tell it how it is. Coach Garrett, Coach Paul Knotts, they tell it how it is. They was really changing lives. So
Yeah.
kids didn't want that anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they were searching. You know what I mean? So they started leaving and going to these other schools or wherever the case may be. It's fortunate that myself and Coach Thomas, we had a private school, and I know a lot of times be like, well, the private schools are taken, but our private schools are damn near public schools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We going after those same kids. I think we just put private in front of our names just because we're ran by the archdiocese. But like our two schools, I can attest for because I worked at PMA and he's worked at Salesian. Like it's rough where we at. We don't have the luxury to go and get some of the things that these bigger schools have. We just fortunate to be African American, right? And it's just in coaching in the private school settings where we have the resources that a lot of the public schools have. You know what I mean? Don't have. Pardon me. But to answer your question, and I just think that like families are looking for some type of transaction. And if they don't see it now, right? If they don't see it now, they gonna jump ship. Ain't no loyalty in this thing no more. It's rare that you find loyalty.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely. And that's the one and only Coach Atkins, Salesian High School. We got Coach D over here at the big school. Let's talk a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about the media outlets. I get a lot of people trying to persuade me to talk about their kids and stuff like that. But then I sit back and I watch because I'm a true believer of football. Like I just love football. We don't do this for no other reason. You can't pay us to be on Turf Talk and none of this other stuff. We don't, all this silly stuff. But you got these media outlets like these cameras and stuff on the sideline, and they hype these kids up to, and if I may be correct, like to act ignorant. Like, like they look for the ignorance. They look for the, all that stuff. And then that's what gets them the clips on the media outlets. And those people aren't even lovers of football because I talked to them. They're like, no, I just film. I don't really, know football or do football. I just film because the kids help me get, the followers and the views. So what's your take on media outlets as far as on the sidelines hyping the kids up? Coach D, you want to start us off or anything? Maybe it's you've only had all positive situations. I don't know.
Well, our media outlets is kind of like a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I know, like back in the day, it was sports recruits. It was under the
Yeah,
radar, really. Besides Rivals, Scout at that time, it was Scout Rivals. The 247 came along a couple years later. Now it's On3. It's all type of stuff that I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I got to get back fine tuned with it, but I know, like for sure, like back then, it was a blessing to have a UCLA writer come and do like
yeah.
a
Or,
spotlight on your player. That was
or
big
Scott
because you know you're gonna
Schrader.
be on, yeah, because you know you're gonna be on the team's like main page that Monday or whatever.
Yeah,
So I was always fine tuned. The first writer I ever met that showed me love and kind of showed me the ropes. I'll never forget, man, is my guy. He was a UCLA beat writer named Rick Kimbrell. So
okay.
Rick Kimbrell kind of looked out for me, saw me with my big defensive end, Devan more than I had my first ever Division One recruit, and he kind of just showed me the ropes or introduced me to people, and he did a big story on them, blew them up. UCLA offered them. So the media thing is kind of cool. Like you can control it a little bit. Now it's not really more of the recording of guys. It's more these guys want pictures and photographers.
Yeah,
So it's a lot of photographers in the game now. They
okay.
want pictures. Like I'm like, wow, my guys have paid $25 for 15 pictures. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
some cats making some money, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm
I got you. I got you.
like,
I'm
shit, I
just
need to go to Pop Warner games on Saturday with me a nice plane
look at you.
and
Look
get me
at you.
some chili. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
no, man. But I mean, like it's cool. I don't really see me. I kind of let the guys be loose and let them do them a little bit. Long as it's between the lines, it's not really goofy or being like a distraction to the team, to the whole team in general. That type of stuff, pictures and they got photographers on the side like, Coach, I got this guy come be taking pictures. I don't trip on that.
Yeah,
But when I say cameras off of everybody at the locker room, they better beat it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It's time to go to war or it's time to get serious. But other than that,
Okay.
I try to be a player's coach a little bit because you have to.
Yeah.
You got to give a little bit to receive. You know what I'm saying? So I try to meet them in the middle at times.
Okay, Coach Atkins, I'm gonna go to you. The point I was trying to, because like when I go to the games, like Coach D was saying, that we knew who the writers were. Even like myself, I'm a newcoming, on the sidelines guy. But I don't like this is how I do the game. I don't say anything. I don't give any opinions. I post play by play. And then at the very end of the game, like we're one of the few outsources, the programs. We just post play by play. I don't have any opinions. I say, hey, Salesian, 4 yard gain. That's it. That's all we say. 4 yard gain.
Hmm.
Salesian fumble. That's all I say. But from what I'm seeing, like in the media outlets, it's a bunch of cats doing football that never played football or did football. And it's like you have a sideline of literally 50 people talking about football. And they
Yeah.
all saying, this is the guy, he's the best dude in the league or the running back in the league. Like he just had a good game. I'm just trying to get your opinion, Coach Atkins.
Well, when it comes to who's on the sideline, I do a little bit more, saying screening
Okay.
to who's on the sideline, who's recording, because at the end of the day, you want to know what cameras is around you and who's recording you and what they're trying to record, because everybody has some, a motive. So you want to make sure. I was always taught, what I mean, you got to know where the camera's at, and you got to know what your audience is. So we do a good job at making sure that everybody not on the camera, but I mean, not around with the camera. Coach
Got
D
you.
hit it on the nail. A lot of my players be like, "Hey, I got this kid coming out taking pictures with me," so I'm cool about that. But when it comes to the players, what we do in the summertime is we do a branding and marketing thing,
Okay.
and where all of my coaches and all of the players, we go and we look at all of our kids' social media, right? And this comes from me learning, right? Me learning being at Salesian, the first tenure when kids was reckless on social media. We had a kid do some crazy stuff on social media. You know what I mean? And he tried to get rid of it, but it was too late. So we do a good job at teaching our kids, what to put on social media, what not to put on social media, how to market and brand themselves, what to say, make sure that they're not saying filler words and
Yeah.
what the filler words are, and you know what I'm saying, and how to answer something correctly if they get caught up in a twist, how to rebuttal, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. So when it comes to that, what I'm saying, it just depends on who it is, because
Okay.
everybody not for you. You got to keep that in mind. Some people trying to look for you to slip up. I don't want to be one of the ones on, because when I'm in my zone coaching football, you feel me? Sometimes you know what I'm saying.
Hey, blacked out. He coached blacked out. He
Man,
on
you,
one.
you feel me? Then they got me all on social media going
Yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
man, I saw, you know what I mean, and I'm fighting for my job because you
yeah,
know what I'm saying. They talking about I threw a piece of paper at somebody.
yeah.
You know?
I got you. That's kind of you touched on a little bit, because some people out, they just looking for any views and stuff like that, and that's not what it's about, man. We here to grasp the good content of the program and the coaches, because you guys are your livelihood, and you're trying to contribute to other lives, which is God's work, and a lot of people don't talk about that enough. But coaches definitely underpaid, as we all know that. Um, Hey, Turf Talk, LA high school tour, man. We just talking LA football. I appreciate these coaches on. Coaches, we got about 4 minutes. Coach D, I know. Go ahead and talk anything you want to say. Going out the state of LA high school football. What's going on? Any opinions you got? We got about 4 minutes.
Just more like, man, just give coaches like me and Coach Atkins a legit chance. You know what I'm saying, before you just X us out or count us out. Like, we great guys, great men. I know we don't shop at Sprouts and all that, but our ice is just so, man, just, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to go way out. Man, there's some good private schools here that, the thing that's killing me about it's hard to find good coaches, because the first conversation that you have with these guys is, what the bag look like. Is you for the kids or you just about? You know what I'm saying? It's not high school football is not no money, man. Like it's not going to get you a brand new Range Rover or none of that, man. It's going to compensate you for your time, but it's more like pouring this all into the kids, getting some compensation with it, some Nike gear, some
Hmm.
knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You make it travel here and there, and just keep grinding every year. Let's keep pouring it to them, and something's gonna break. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Coach Jackson, to be honest, technically don't have to be coaching no more. We got two multi-millionaire players that live with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Basically, so we got guys that's all pro, Pro Bowl. Man, just got 92 million, got 20 million, about to re up again. So we got guys that's rich, but we don't ask them for nothing. You know what I'm saying? We go out, we still be, oh man, I got it. Like, come on, coach, man, I ain't letting you pay for it. But
Yeah.
at least they know that we offered and got it. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like, so it's just like we here, man, for a good cause and a good purpose, man. And I just
Okay.
hope everybody knows that and know that that we genuinely care about these young men and we love this sport so much. So that's all we want is a fair shot, man. Because we sometimes be like, wow, like dude didn't even look our way, like, oh, I'm just going to this school, that school. But like,
Yeah.
and them coaches don't care like outside of 6 p.m. Like we
Gotcha.
care at 10 at night. If you call us, we'll jump in our car and come pick you up from that party or
All right.
oh man, I don't got no food at home. Like, come on, man, let's go to Food for Less or let's go to Smart and Final and get you something. A lot of
Okay.
coaches not gonna do that, bro. Like we like the Teddy Bridgewaters in California, if that makes sense. You feel
No,
me?
definitely,
So
coach.
that's just my take.
Yeah, let's let Coach Atkins. We gotta I'll give you a quick shout out and talk to us a little bit about the state of LA football. What and me and you actually came up with this idea about talking to LA coaches. So I appreciate you for coming up with the idea. But we got about a minute left, Coach.
Hey, if I got to say anything to LA football, I say it all the time, man. Do what you love and love what you do.
Yeah,
This ain't work for me, man. This is we have the honor, the privilege, and we got the call to be able to get back and coach these kids. We got to do more with each other, man. Stop being prideful. Reach out if you need help. Ask for help. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. My door is always open. I know Coach Devan door is always open. We got to be able to bridge the gap, man, to start working together if we in this for the kids. And I think that we can do so much better in this field.
definitely. Turf Talk Part Two, LA high school football. We'll be back probably in another month. I'll tap in with Coach Atkins. Coach D, it's always a pleasure. I love talking to you and getting your opinions and stuff like that. But hey, we out. I appreciate you guys.
I
All
appreciate
right.
you, brother. Man.
All
Y'all have a
right
good
now.
night.